cool. So where were we? I think we had this stuff done yesterday with the yeah, the circuits and testing, and you know what gates were supported and what not. So what I want to get done today, and I don't have much time, but let's see if it goes right. It helps us there. I want to get done the sort of actually like a painting function, basically, that given a circuit object, it just draws it in a canvas. So hi Ghostwriter, I need the code for a draw function that takes a circuit in as parameter, or yeah, parameter, and paints and basically paints it into the canvas. The idea is that each array in the calls property corresponds to a column, and so we need to paint as many horizontal lines as the column with the largest amount of gates in it. Well, I think they all are the same because they essentially get filled up with ones, right? And then for each gate inside a column, we need to draw a box that has the gates label painted in it. It's a lot, so let's see if that works well. So we're here and I think I'm gonna basically comment all that so far. I mean, those just, you know, we were kind of testing the thing here, so that's fine. With drag and drop, we'll come back to it later. Let's go right saying, okay, so we have got, let's check first what is it that this is doing. So this is just doing a quick check, and now draw a circuit. So white function. So and then draw circuit. Let's see. I mean, let's not even look at it. Let's see what this does. It breaks. It's not iterable. Okay, so let's see. Circuit. Longest call number of lines. So circuit calls. So calls is not. This is. So first of all, I'm not so sure. Circuit get calls. Because the circuit class, the circuit thing, so it does not really parse JSON string. Let object. Parse JSON string. I'm not so sure. I don't think. So I get a JSON string. You know, kind of that's the thing, right? I don't think the parse JSON string is actually putting the whole object into a calls. Gates. So where is this even circuit to JSON string? So the circuit's got parse JSON string. So parse JSON string, it's just a circuit object. Okay, so maybe I think that is the. I know that might be a bit confusing, but I think circuit. I think that's the. I think that's why this isn't working. Yeah, and CDX is not defined. So this is because I don't have this stuff in here. So okay, but it did something, and it's got 3, which makes sense because I think that's the one's got max is 3, right? So yeah. So length. I'm not so sure. This syntax is a bit unknown to me, right? Let call of I guess it iterates over each of these. If I do console log, or maybe let's see if Ghostwriter can help us here, right? So so let's pick this code here as like what's the type of the variable call in the following code. Is an array of call array elements. I guess this is trying to calculate the longest and circuit array of arrays. Exactly. Give me code that iterates over circuit and calculates the longest array in it. Essentially, that is what this thing is trying to do, right? But then it's telling me that this is not. So let's print out. Let's print a call. Okay, no, that's. Kate. So where is it actually failing? I guess it's failing somewhere later down the road. Probably if undefined. Oh, okay. Why would it be undefined though? Oh, it's later on here. Okay, yeah, because it's not calls, it's a circuit. That's the problem. So my bad. It's the same thing we have here. So that's correct. So let's give it a go. Nice. Okay, so it's done something. So we've got 3 here, then 3, and 2, then 1, and then 3. So that actually all makes sense. Now, exactly. So, draw gate, cool. So now we need a draw gate. Okay, so now we need a draw gate function that paints a gate. The gate should be painted as a square. Let's just do like a black square with the sort of with the gates label centered in it in white. If the gate has got a label, has got the one label, then nothing is painted because it's the identity gate. Okay, cool. So let's see. So we've got now draw gate. And then it's cool because like it gives you already the stuff you need, right? The gate object itself, then basically the coordinates. You know, this we can make it configurable later. So these are the lines. What can you? This what I like about this is the following. Look at this. So can you some more inline comments to draw circuit, please? Nice. This I like it because it just helps. Oh wait, what the? Did it just print a different function? Draw circuit. I mean, each column of gates. Wait a second, did it actually improve it? No, it did something. I don't know if it didn't take the stuff that's commented in here. Draw circuit somehow? No. Because it's actually, it hasn't taken this function and just commented it, but it's done a combination of initialize with the empty top level and bottom level wires, iterate over each column of, I don't know where it took that from, iterate over each column of gates, circuit, space between the gates, what the fuck? So iterate over each gate, and why vertical lines though? This is not vertical. We should draw horizontal lines. I'm a bit reluctant. That's not what I meant. I meant just to add more comments to it. Yeah, so it still doesn't get it. That's interesting. Nevertheless, hopefully that's good feedback. It's interesting. It's not exactly this, but okay, let's see. So we've got draw gate, which is basically doing that. And then we now need to use draw gate inside draw circuit. So where should I use these? So this iterates gate label. So essentially that's current column, gate. So that's the gate actually. That's the gate. Is this the gate object? I think so. Yes, cool. Copy. So in theory, which is use draw gate. Draw gate. Okay, and it fills up the X and Y. Let's see. What the hell? All cramped in here. What if we just make those a little smaller? No, that's not the point. I don't think it's pinning these things correctly, isn't it? Because before, so this paints the number of lines, and then seems like the gates are painted too close to each other. I see the danger. The danger of this kind of stuff is that you get quite used to. I mean, it's super useful. Like the concept of like you don't have to worry about all this kind of lower level stuff, which you know, it doesn't get it perfectly, but at least it saves. So at least like in a 20-minute coding session, I can do what I used to do before in like a probably 2 hour, because you know you're just not used to this stuff. You have to calculate some of these things. And again, I'm just using raw stuff without no extra library, so there's a lot of stuff to test still. But that's in terms of coding workflow, it is definitely, yeah, it's good. It's very comfortable. It's very comfortable. You can adjust specific to engagement with an extra space variable in draw circuit, but there's no such thing. There's no such thing. There's no such variable. There's no such variable. It somehow is in a way hallucinating or thinking that I've got another function there, I guess, somehow. Can you rewrite the function, please? Maybe he'll just rewrite it better. Draw circuit. Why there's X off, Y off? I'm not so happy how this kind of looks like. No, but I need the code that paints the horizontal lines as well as the gates on them. So what is these doing? What's X off and Y off? The offset in between gates, I guess that's what you mean, or? No, that's extra space. I'm not so sure I understand what it's doing. I kind of like that code. I mean, it's just okay. So it's calculating the longest column. It's calculating basically, it's drawing the lines. But if I guess this is what we just need to align to, right? So if we're gonna draw boxes which are like 50 long, then the line should be separate it probably like 75 or something like this. If those are 50, right? And then basically here is iterating over each column, and inside each column is going over each gate, and then you want to draw the gate, and then I guess what you need to do is calculate which line, right? 75, and then the column we also just do 75. I think that is definitely what it defines how things are painted. I think that should just be okay. Yeah, that looks better. Although stuff is not centered on the lines. And I believe it's actually, something's off. Something is off. This is the offset for painting the letters, which are kind of here. Yes. Oh my god. Just do black. So what is it? What are they painting? 1 1. Okay, so what is it doing? This is doing 1 1 H. So that's 1x. Yes, painting this. I think it's. I mean, it's definitely painting it wrong. So shouldn't it just be Y and J? Yeah, it's definitely. So it actually it got the column stuff wrong, and that now makes more sense. And now what I would do is, I think we need to draw first the square and then the label, right? Because otherwise these things are just not visible, and this would just be wide. This makes sense? Yeah, that makes sense. So this is just probably a little more centered. We'll work on these constants later. Yay, cool. So but we can do 40-40. No, it was 25-25 was okay. I think that was the original. So nice, very nice. And then what we want to do though is the gates need to be painted essentially over the lines, right? So the coordinates that I'm gonna pass in here, so the gate, this needs to be painted on the line. So essentially what it's doing is, because it's moving and it's painting, right? So line 0 kind of first moves it. Oh no, it's just, no, it starts with 1. So the first line, it just moves it and paints it. So actually, shouldn't these just be something like that? No. Let's ask Ghostwriter. It seems like so. In the draw circuit function I have on the script.js file, it seems, maybe you don't have to specify this kind of stuff. It seems well, I'd like the coordinates. I like the gates being drawn to actually be centered around the corresponding line. So with offset. So to center the gates around horizontal, you'll need to add a with offset variable to a draw circuit function. You can use with offset variable to adjust the X offset when drawing each gate. And the loop on line 16. There's no line 16, although it's probably relative to these, right? So, I'll just do a function. It keeps hallucinating that, like, it keeps referencing to a function that I don't have in my code. It's very interesting, but it's actually consistent with it. Because these variables is using these variables which were in the previous. I guess it would just be easy if I know. So if I know the boxes are 50 by 50, and lines are spaced by 75, what's the offset? Like, can't I? So yeah, what's? So I should use. Of course, I can calculate that, but that's the point, right? Width offset column. Why it keeps calling column length? Oh, because it's an offset. But it's an offset. I shouldn't have to. This doesn't make so much sense, I think, because I'm already accounting for the fact that I'm using I and J to calculate sort of the line where they'll have to go. My assumption is just a plus 25, I think. So this would be my assumption without having spent too much time on it. Would this be correct? So I would do this plus 25. Almost. Actually, I don't need it for the columns, right? I don't need it for the columns, I just need it. Oh, sorry, I got it wrong. I don't need it here. Looks like 50 should do it, actually. There you go. It was that easy. It still painted the fucking ones in here. If gate, I guess that goes all inside this gate. So inside this if I meant. So because I see the ones were still painted. Cool. We have it. Yeah, that's good. That's very good. So we have this working. We need to clean this up. And now kind of the next step would be, so now we have a draw gate, we have a draw circuit, and now the next step would be how to interact with these visualization and then update the actual object behind the scenes. That'd be, but yeah, we kind of made it within half an hour, which without Ghostwriter, I'm sure it will have taken at least twice that time, because I'm just not like, I have to Google stuff, things wouldn't work, the properties will not be, like, at least it gives you that, right? I will definitely do a bit of a recap at the end of this series, because that's not, I mean, I'm not gonna go crazy into these, I just want to get it functional, yeah, and that's very nice. So for example, you know, let's just try these, right? So if now I can give it this, I can give the guy this thing here, save. and it paints the circuit. Nice. Yeah, well, we can get into the control X gates. That's going to be another game, but now let's just focus on single gates for now. Yeah, it's very nice. Perfect. So see you next time.